What if skipping a meal could actually help you lose weight, boost your energy, and improve your health? Intermittent fasting has become one of the most talked about wellness trends, but does it really work? In this video, we're breaking down the science behind intermittent fasting, the real benefits, and the potential downsides you need to know. The internet is awash with testimonials, before and after photos, and gurus promising that simply not eating for certain periods will unlock a new, healthier you. But what's the deal here? Is it a revolutionary approach to health or just another dietary fad? Let's kick off with the big one: weight loss. The theory is straightforward. If you're not eating for extended periods, you're likely consuming fewer calories overall. Proponents claim intermittent fasting can boost your metabolism. The idea is that fasting periods can shift your body from burning glucose to burning stored fat for energy. Some studies suggest it can influence hormones that regulate appetite, making you feel less like a bottomless pit. The amount of weight loss varies wildly depending on the type of intermittent fasting you choose. While many people do lose weight, the critical question is whether it's more effective than traditional calorie restriction. The magic might not be in the itself, but in achieving a calorie deficit. In summary, yes, you can lose weight pretty quickly if you do fasting for long periods of time. Moving on from aesthetics, let's talk about metabolic health. Proponents claim intermittent fasting can improve insulin sensitivity and lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. The core idea revolves around insulin, the hormone that helps your cells absorb glucose. Constantly bombarding your system with sugar can lead to insulin resistance. Intermittent fasting gives your insulin levels a chance to drop, potentially improving sensitivity. Some studies have shown promising results in fasting insulin levels and markers of insulin resistance. However, much of the research is ongoing, and the long-term effects aren't fully understood. For individuals managing diabetes, fasting without medical supervision can be dangerous. Now, let's talk about your brain. One claim about intermittent fasting is that it can enhance brain function. The scientific darling here is brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which plays a crucial role in neuron growth and survival. Some research suggests intermittent fasting can increase BDNF production. When your body is in a fasted state, it undergoes cellular stress responses that can trigger protective pathways, including BDNF. Beyond BDNF, fasting might reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the brain. However, much of the research has been conducted in animal models. Human studies are emerging, but the evidence is not yet conclusive. It's an exciting area of research, but we're not at the skip lunch, win Nobel Prize stage just yet. Now for the grandest claim: longevity. Some suggest intermittent fasting might help you live longer. The science often points to autophagy, a process where cells break down and recycle old components. When you're constantly feeding your body, autophagy is suppressed. Fasting ramps up autophagy, potentially slowing down the aging process. Animal studies show fasting mimics some effects of caloric restriction, promoting longevity. However, translating these findings to humans is a monumental leap. Proving a direct link between fasting and extended human lifespan is still ongoing research. Now let's talk about the cons, starting with hunger. For many, the initial stages of intermittent fasting can be an exercise in willpower. Your body, accustomed to a certain eating schedule, will protest. Hunger can bring irritability and difficulty concentrating. Proponents say the hunger subsides after a few days or weeks, but for some it remains a persistent struggle. Individual experiences with hunger during fasting can vary dramatically. A diet that makes you miserable is unlikely to be sustainable. Feeling perpetually deprived is not a recipe for a happy life. It can lead to an unhealthy relationship with food and even eating disorders. Ultimately, a diet should promote well-being, not misery. Another significant drawback of intermittent fasting is its potential to disrupt hormonal balance, particularly in women. Prolonged periods without food can increase cortisol levels, the body's primary stress hormone, leading to heightened anxiety, fatigue, and even irregular menstrual cycles. Instead of feeling focused and energized, some individuals may experience brain fog, mood swings, and irritability, especially if fasting windows are too long or not suited to their body's needs. For these individuals, intermittent fasting can do more harm than good, placing unnecessary stress on the body and undermining overall well-being. Number 3. The risk of nutrient deficiency. Food isn't just calories, it's also the source of essential vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, and fibers. Restricting your eating window means fewer opportunities to consume nutrient-dense foods. Even if you try to eat healthily, cramming all your daily nutrients into a shorter period can be challenging. Your body needs a whole alphabet of vitamins and a host of minerals. If your fasting regimen leads to skimping on essential nutrients, you could develop deficiencies. These deficiencies can lead to fatigue, weakened immunity, and more serious health problems. It's not just about the absence of food during fasting periods, but the presence of essential nutrients during eating periods. A well-planned intermittent fasting diet should be balanced and nutrient-rich. Simply skipping meals without paying attention to quality is a recipe for potential problems. Finally, let's talk about the potential for overeating when your fasting period ends. You've been disciplined, resisted temptation, and endured the hunger. Your eating window opens and suddenly it's like a starting gun is fired at an all-you-can-eat buffet. This is the great post-fast binge, which can swiftly negate many of the benefits you were hoping to achieve. After a period of restriction, there's a natural tendency to overcompensate. The hunger you've suppressed can come roaring back, leading to rapid consumption of large quantities of food. This cycle of restriction and overeating can foster an unhealthy relationship with food. It can create a feast or famine mentality rather than a consistent, nourishing part of life. The success of intermittent fasting depends on maintaining control and making wise choices when the fast is over. Otherwise, you're just running on a metabolic hamster wheel. In summary, intermittent fasting has both benefits and drawbacks. While it can promote weight loss, improve insulin sensitivity, and simplify eating routines, it may also lead to hormonal imbalances, fatigue, and mood changes in some individuals. Ultimately, the best approach depends on personal lifestyle, health conditions, and how one's body responds to fasting. For those who feel energized and see positive results, it can be a helpful tool. But for others, a more balanced and consistent eating pattern might be the healthier choice. For this reason, you should always check with a doctor before trying anything by yourself. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more health tips and curiosities. See you all next time.